to my YouTube channel, and as you can tell by the title of this video, today we are going to be doing a eyeshadow palette review of the new Hank and Henry palette. So we've got the Teddy palette and the Poison palette. Today we're going to be playing with, I don't know, one, maybe both. Just decide when I get into it as to what look I'm going to do, but we're going to be digging into these little bad boys, and I hope you stick around and see what look I come up with. Alright, so these are the two newest eyeshadow palettes from Hank and Henry. So we've got the Poison palette and the Teddy palette. As you can tell, they come in a little sleeve just like this. And it's got all the information on the back as to what is in the products and a little more information as to where it's made, all that kind of stuff. Hank and Henry products are vegan and cruelty free. So this is the Poison palette. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up for you so you can see on the inside. I have not swatched these palettes. I have taken the clear plastic cover that comes over the eyeshadows to protect them. I have taken that off, but I have not swatched them. I have not touched them because I was waiting for this video. And then we also have the Teddy palette. This is what it looks like right here. It's so cute. Also comes in a little sleeve cover, and then there is the inside. And if you can see, the new Hank and Henry palettes have the little owl logo imprinted on some of the eyeshadows, which I think is really cool. So we're just gonna jump in and play with these today. I'm not gonna swatch all of them. If you wanna see some of the swatches, you can go to Hank and Henry's Instagram, and he has swatches of these two fabulous new palettes, and you can see what all they look like there. So we're just gonna get into it and play with some eyeshadow. As you can see, I've already got my base on. I've done my foundation, my concealer, my brows, all that kind of fun stuff. I did carve out my eyebrows with some P. Louise base. I do have that on my eyes. So we're just gonna go in and start playing and see what we think. So I think today I'm gonna go in with the Poison palette. This is it again. I'm gonna go in with probably this second row right here and kind of play around with some of these shades. I don't wear color a whole lot, so I thought I would just like jump out of my comfort zone, play with a little color, and see what we have going on. So I think I'm gonna jump into this green shade right here. It's called Poison Ivy. I'm gonna get my hair out of the way, and we're gonna go in and see what we can create. So I'm gonna go in with this Hank and Henry. This is the Meg brush right here. And we're just gonna go in and see what happens. I don't have a specific idea of what I wanna do. I'm just playing around, and we're just gonna see how these palettes work. So I'm just gonna use my little sponge and blend this out just to make sure that there are no creases. Like I said earlier, I did put some base down to kind of cancel out the redness and get more like an even base for me to work with. So we're gonna go in with Poison Ivy. I haven't touched these shadows. I haven't swatched these shadows. I haven't played with them at all. So this is gonna be like a palette review, first impression type thing. So we're gonna go in, oh, I hate to mess it up. We're gonna go in with Poison Ivy, which is that green color. I'm gonna tap a little bit off, and I'm just gonna go in the crease right here, and we're just gonna kind of start building it up. And we're gonna see what happens. It's got really good pigmentation. That's just like the first swipe through. I haven't gone through and added any more until now. And I'm just gonna pack, because I think I'm gonna do like a half cut crease type look, and I'm just gonna pack this in that crease. So because my eyes are a little bit hooded, I tend to take the eyeshadow up a little bit further than my crease, because if I didn't and I opened my eyes, you wouldn't see my eyeshadow. So now you can see that green when I open my eyes. So, well, you can see the green anyway, because it's pretty pigmented here, people. So I'm just gonna go over the edges. Haven't noticed any fallout, which I should probably put some powder under my eyes just in case. Maybe we should go and do that. I haven't, like I said, I haven't used these, so I don't know if there's gonna be very much fallout, but just because I already have my base on, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little powder underneath my eyes just to protect it, just in case we have some fallout. We don't wanna mess up any of this on the bottom. And then we'll just wipe this away when we're done. Just like that. So I'm gonna build that green up a little bit more and probably deepen the outer corner. Still going back in with that green shade Poison Ivy. And as you can see, the pigmentation is there. Like, it's there. There's no, you know, having to, I hardly have gone in maybe once or twice just to build it up, but I didn't even really need to do that because it's so pigmented. And I haven't noticed hardly any fallout whatsoever. And just because I want it deeper, I'm just gonna keep packing it on because I really want it to be that really, you know, green, get some good depth on it. And I don't ever wear green eyeshadow, so this is a new one for me, people. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on that outer corner here. I'm gonna pack it to begin with. Just like that. Just so it's a little bit more cohesive. Now there's just a touch of fallout. When I say a touch, it's like teeny tiny. I'm really impressed on how good, I'm looking at my monitor so I can see how good the shadow is blending. Like, I really haven't put that much effort into blending it out. I'm just, you know, circular motions, windshield wiper, and that's it. So, still going back in with that green. I'm gonna deepen up that outer edge. And I find with a lot of times when you're using, you know, like a bright shade like this, is to go in and pack it instead of like going in and completely just start like, you know, swirling it around, pack it on, and it gives it more pigmentation. All right, just like that. So that's the Poison Ivy shade. I hardly blended it whatsoever. So now what do I want to do? I want to try this purple, but I think I'm going to save the purple for my lower lash line. I'm going to just leave it here because this is the color that I like. I don't want to really change the color, and I'm going to go in and cut the crease. I'm going to go with my, this is the Makeup Institute. This is just a little like flat concealer brush. I'm going to go in with my P. Louise base, which, what did I do with it? I found it. Of course it was on the floor. So this is just in the shade Rumor 2. This is a P. Louise base that I got, and this is perfect for cutting your crease. You don't have to set this base at all with powder. I have before, but it says that you don't have to, so because that tackiness helps to bind with the eyeshadow that you're going to put over it. So I'm just going to go in with my brush. I put a little bit on the back of my hand, and we're just going to cut the crease. And just because I've done a little bit of research on this base, I know that they say the best thing to do is tap it instead of swiping. So I try to get in the habit of, when I put it on, just to tap it. All right. So we've got the quick cut, we got the crease cut right there. So do you see how there's this harsh line on the end? You want to make sure that you blend that out, because if you set it with eyeshadow, it's going to set the harsh line. So we want to make sure that we go in and we take care of that. So a lot of times you can go in with your finger. I found that that works as well, just to kind of lighten it up a little bit. And you can take your finger and pull inward, not necessarily pull your eye, but pull that green shadow in instead of going outward, because going outward is going to take that crease color, that base that I just put on, and move it more this way, and you don't want to move that line any further. We just want to go in and blend this green to where we don't have such a harsh crease. So I found that your finger works really well, or you can go back in with that green color and you want to go over the edge and swipe it inward. Just like that. So that way that harsh line is more blended. All right, so we've got our crease cut. Now I'm going to go in with, Henry, viewing the names of these eyeshadows, I'm going to screw it up because I always do. So I can get Poison Ivy. So this is Starch 9, maybe, I don't know. It's this really bright yellowish neon green color right here. Is my camera focusing? Come on, people. Come on, camera, focus, get it together. All right, So I'm just gonna go in with my finger to begin with, and then when I wanna get really specific around the edges, I'll go in with a more defined brush, which I need to clean my brushes. All right, so now that we've got our crease cut, we're gonna try this again. I'm having technical difficulties. My camera's giving me a hard time. I'm gonna go in with this yellowish green, lime green color right there. I'm just gonna go in with my finger, and then I'll take a smaller, precise brush to work on the edges. I'm gonna press that with my finger. Because I can't get to the edges as precisely as I want to, I'm gonna go in, this is just another Makeup Institute little precise brush here, and we're gonna work on the edges. I'm really pressing that pigment in. And once you get to the edge, you'll just do the same thing as you did the last time. We can go in with that last brush that we used and work on smoothing that edge out. We're going to go back in with that Poison Ivy color just a little bit. You don't need a lot. What does it look like? I can't tell. I ordered a mirror to sit right here, but it has not come in yet, so I'm still holding mirrors up so I can see what's going on. So I think that's good for now. I'm going to go under the bottom waterline with this purple shade right here. It's called Nightshade, I think. Nightshade, yeah, that's right. So I'm just going to take a small precise brush and go under the waterline with the purple. So let's see. I need to sit up. I can just hear my mom go, "You're slouching, sit up in the chair, hold your shoulders back." And you want to try to connect it to that outer corner right here, so it just kind of fades in. So we've played with 3 of the shades out of the Poison palette. I just took this second row right here and went in with all 3 shades. I wanted to see really how the pigmentation performed, how the colors performed, the payoff. And as you can see, I think the payoff and the colors are right on track. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in and finish the other eye. I'm gonna throw on some liner and some lashes, and we will be back to discuss my thoughts on the new Hank and Henry palettes, which I know we didn't play with this one yet, but this was coming in another video, but I wanted you guys to see it. So we'll be right back as soon as I get all this together. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I just popped on some liner and some lashes and a little bit of lipstick from Hank and Henry. This is the Yo No See with Orlay lip gloss, and this is what I created with the new, this is the Poison palette from Hank and Henry. They also launched the Teddy Bear palette as well. I'll give you one final look into the colors that I used, that second row right there, all 3 of those colors. So let's break it down. Is this a purchase or is this a pass? Well, of course, in my book, this is a purchase. So these eyeshadow palettes are fabulous. The quality of these are great. The pigmentation is great. The color payoff is great. There was hardly any fallout whatsoever, which is a big deal, especially when you're using bright colors, to not have fallout on your face, because you don't want to have to deal with that and then it mess up your makeup and you're having to wipe it off, blah, blah, blah. These I would definitely recommend. He also has 4 other palettes that are available. So we have the Spring Fling, the Las Hermanas, the Fuego, and the lovely Sweet Tooth. Now, don't rely on me because I'm not quite sure if these are in stock. You'll just have to get on the website and check to see if they are in stock at the moment. But if you can get your hands on these palettes, these are great as well. The quality in all of them are fabulous. And if you would like some looks with any of these other palettes, let me know down in the comments and I can surely put that together for you. So yeah, these palettes are a definite yes in my book. This is the look that I came up with. So if you guys are loving this look, please subscribe and like this video and let me know down in the comments what looks you would like to see more of, and I would be happy to do that for you. So thanks for joining me today in creating these fabulous Mardi Gras sort of inspired look, which wasn't intentional, but it came out that way, which is kind of fitting because I live close to New Orleans. But anyway, so I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Thanks for watching my video, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.